Nice, guys. And how are you doing today? Was good chat? What up, chat?
Yo, you're on the right mic?
Yeah.
You're on the right mic?
Yeah. I am, guys. How's my sound? Can you guys hear me okay?
Sounds good. I feel like I'm echoing. Might be something on my end.
I hear.
They're saying you're echoing?
No, I felt like I could hear myself echo. Oh, I think I know what it is. Hold on.
To sound good in the chat? Sounds good. Nice. All right, good.
Let me get some tweets up.
All right, let's start it up. Hap got 2 years? Yeah, he got 2 years. Make it sound like a sentence.
Hap got 2 years. Who said that?
King Breezy in the chat says Hap got 2 years.
With the twins?
Sure. With the twins, I guess.
I mean, I'm not paying attention to what he's been up to at all.
What that man does is not my business. All right. I am I'm good to go.
Sending out the We Live tweet and Twitch as well.
All right, guys. Exciting week in Yankee baseball this week, or nah?
Or no?
Yay!
My man said, I'll sign a 4-year deal, but I'm out after.
Yeah, just protecting him in case.
1 year out, though.
Oh, I heard we got Ty Young and Kluber. Yeah, we did. All right, I'm ready to start.
Same. Are you okay?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, man. We are firmly in February right now. Pinstripe Strong Podcast is here for you. Hope my sound is good. Hope you guys are doing well. As the calendar turns, you guys know the feeling and the vibes. February around the corner. Spring's around the corner. Let's talk about it. Yankees got some news, notes, and Cashman talks, and Boone talks, and all of these people. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that and break that down. This week in Yankee baseball, Pinstripe Strong.
Let's do it.
Here we go now. For the kids. All right, guys, welcome to the Pinstripe Strong. What?
Welcome. The kids.
The kids? The kids are here.
You're gonna have a mascot.
Yes. Welcome. No, I didn't call you. Wait, you're fine, Noah. You're good. He's like, the kids? You called me?
What up, Noah?
I was just Noah there. And welcome to the Pinstripe Strong Podcast, guys. This is your first time on the podcast. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And of course, I would not be able to do this alone. Even though I have, it just makes the job so much harder to do if you're doing it alone. So you guys make this so much easier. My co-hosts, my brothers in arms, Pinstripe Strong Army presents to you Keith and Chris. How are you guys doing today?
How you doing, Keith?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. Joe said February is right around the corner now. We in February, bro. We 5 days in. What's today? No, we're 4 days into the month.
See, you lost too, bro. Like,
I don't know what day it is. I know what month it is.
February is already over, yo. It's the shortest month.
Yeah,
man, Black History Month getting shorted.
Yeah.
Shortest month of the year. We done already forgot it.
Birthday month for the kid right here, huh?
I'm good, Chris. Chris, how you doing tonight?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm feeling like this.
Like what?
He got the
bell. I'm feeling like a champ today. The Royal Rumble was on Sunday. I was telling everybody about it, but there was like some type of game or whatever, some type of competition that the Royal Rumble. So basically, the Royal Rumble is 30 men go in. If you go over the rope, you out. Last man standing goes to WrestleMania, the biggest wrestling event, and they go for the belt, right? So it was like they raffle some numbers. Like if you're in the raffle and Keith gets one, that means the first entrance, the first wrestler that comes out, that's your guy. And if he's the last guy standing, then you win some bucks, you win some money. So my guy won, so I feel like a champ today. Got some money in my pocket, got the belt right here. So some good stuff, man.
Good stuff. Well, that's good.
For the WWE fans listening.
Oh yeah, for all the WWE fans, for the wrestling fans.
At least you were able to, you won some money out of it. That's good. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, for sure. First time doing it, man. This was pretty cool, man. How about you, Joe? How about you, Joe? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm happy. We had the Brian Hoke podcast, the interview and all of that. That went well. Awesome. We had a lot of fun with that. If you guys have not heard that, first of all, stop this right now. Right now. Stop it right now. Right now. Okay. And go back and go listen to that. Okay? We're going to pause and wait for you while you come back. All right, you're back. All right, great. Yeah, man, that was great, wasn't it? It's crazy. We had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun. It actually says I'm turning 40. No, I'm not turning 40, bro. What's good with you? I'm turning 35 later on this month.
40. 40's a new 30 now.
I guess, but I'm not there. So what are we talking about that for? Yeah, what the hell? And I'm happy with that. I'm just kind of happy with finally the turning of the month and shit. We're gonna get some baseball and grown men throwing baseballs at each other and catching them, and some batting practice that we may start seeing on the daily, and we may start also seeing different people talking while they're working out. We're already seeing it because they're locking in early. You know what I mean? They're locking in early. So I can never shake this feeling. It feels like every year, for me at least, every year in February always feels like a new year kind of thing. Like okay, like a new year. It's a new year. It feels like February, and it has nothing to do with my month, my birthday, but it has to do all with baseball. Well, what's the countdown that we have in the chat for spring training? I think the official countdown is, and we've been counting
11 days till pitchers and catchers.
Yeah, it's 10 days, 4 hours, 4 minutes, 44 seconds, 43 seconds, 42 seconds.
Today is over, so 10 days.
Yes, so we're there. We got the countdown in the chat, so we've been counting down every single stream, putting it in there, so we're pretty hyped, and I'm hyped about that. So
Me too, because when the Super Bowl ends, that's when everybody starts thinking about baseball.
I need this Sunday to come. I need this Sunday to come and go. That's what I need.
Yeah, and this Sunday is the Super Bowl, so it's coming.
So get that over with so we can get down to business.
Facts, yo. Give me my commercial so I can go. Give me my
You gonna be in a Super Bowl commercial? Joe's probably would pop up in
hell no. But I would like to. I would like to get maybe some Marvel trailers in there because I haven't had a Marvel movie come out in a while, bro. Like I want to see a Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, from what I heard,
the Winter Soldier. Yeah. There's
series. From what I heard, supposedly Marvel has like 5 or 6
Whoa! Thank you so much, J-Rod.
How
My
you
bad.
play that? I should play right over what I was talking.
My bad.
There's like 5-6 trailers coming in.
Oh, good.
6 trailers coming in.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Marvel. That's what I heard. And also the what is it? The money where the money reside. He has his own commercial too.
No way.
Of course.
So
You got that bread.
Where the money reside. Where the money reside. Where the money reside.
Yeah, he's definitely going with the money reside for sure.
But
we got some stuff.
Now we do. Where do we begin? Like with the Yankees, the Yankees themselves. The only thing that we haven't talked about Cashman talking about Gary, which we'll get to for sure. We'll get to that. Haven't talked about Gary and and how he's feeling. I think Pudge Rodriguez even came out and he said some stuff about it. We'll talk about that. And we had the. I don't know. Cashman kind of put the gauntlet down a little bit, but we'll talk about that. There's some rumors around baseball, baseball itself, and why baseball chooses to wait till now to start the negotiations for the DH and start the negotiations for stuff like pushing back, spring training and the year and these proposals. Like, why you do this now? Like, this is what I always think about. I don't know. We'll talk about
PR
that.
stunt.
Strange. And
Clout.
Yeah, and for the clout right before the season starts. They know, it's like you said, it's February, first week of February. Pull a little PR stunt in the media.
It's all eyewash, man. You give them something that you know that they're gonna say no to, and then it's like he'll figure it out. But we should start with carrying her now, right?
Yes, sir.
I think we should.
All right, let's do it. Let's do carrying her now, right? Now. Chris? Oh, okay, all right.
It's time for another.
Shit.
Come on, man.
I'm waiting
Stop
for
that
you.
Shit now. Stop it again and start it again.
Jeez.
Stop it and start it again.
This is your part, Chris. Like, what's good?
Yo, bro. Fuck, B. No, I'm playing. Do it again.
All right.
I gotta do my dance again.
Karen or not? Take 2. All right.
It's time for caring or not. Chris Archer back with the Rays. Wow. Are we caring about this or not?
I don't care what shit about.
No, I'm not.
I guess the only thing that I care about is how they the Pittsburgh Pirates. They got basically the same thing the Yankees did to the Cubs.
I mean, but no way. That's not the same pitcher. That's nowhere near the same pitcher that they traded away.
No, I'm just saying. Well, whatever they traded for and got back, they got the motherfucker back. I just think it's funny. I'm not saying the same caliber. I just think it's hilarious.
He ends up circling back and going back to Tampa.
Exactly. That's all it is.
We'll see what he has in the tank. I ain't worried about him.
Yeah, we don't care about. We don't technically care about this. So.
Hope he got some gopher balls in the tank, boy. Let's go. Bring that bad boy to Yankee Stadium. Get wrecked.
MLB, the Major League Baseball and owners trying to delay the start of the 2021 season. Even Biden said, "Hey, man, delay it for another month." Are we caring about this or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta take a minute to talk about
a little. I'll read a little bit of the statement. Just a little bit, just a tad. Major League Baseball issued the following statement this evening. That was February 1st, 3 days ago. On the advice of medical experts, we propose a 1-month delay to the start of spring training and the regular season to better protect the health and safety of players and support staff. A delay of the season will allow for the level of COVID-19 infection rates to decrease an additional time for the distribution of vaccinations, as well as minimizing potential disruptions to the 2021 season that currently face all sports. So what they're trying to do is start it on April 29th and play 154 games.
I don't have a problem with that. The problem is I honestly don't have a problem with that. If you want to do that to give me extra play, here's the problem. And here's where the players are like, okay, I'm not doing this. You're gonna tell me now after we've been ramping up, because ramping up is not only you just don't. It's not like the old days, right? Where Babe Ruth would freaking eat hot dogs all season and just show up in spring training and get in shape. No, these guys been ramping up for months already, and with this date in anticipation, right? So now you're telling them to shut it down for another month, right? And restart your program again. No, I'm not doing that. Because that's how a lot of people got hurt last year. I think we talked about that with Hoke. There were just people getting hurt left and right last year. I don't like that. You know, they want to extend, push it back by a month, 154 games, and then have it only be extended by a week. But then you get extended playoffs, and you're going to be playing baseball all the way till I think the first week and through the end of the first week in November. It's been done before, Mr. November. But shit, like, why are we planning for this? This is what pisses me off, bro. Like, why are we talking about this now?
I think it's more about exactly. I think it's more about the timing because it's already February and they still trying to make a decision about, hey man, like the pandemic has been going on since 2020, right? Like we already went through the ups and downs and the bullshit of starting a season last season, and it's like they haven't learned anything. It's like, oh yeah, man, how about a 154 game season? It's like, wait, we should have talked about this 3-4 months ago.
154, 162. It's not as much of a difference. You're pushing it back a month, but
it's not.
That means you're making people play more games in less days, right? So that you're taking away off days, which I think that the players don't want to do. You're gonna take away some off days. And it can increase people getting hurt and no universal DH as of this moment in time. They can add that whenever the hell they want. But I don't know. I mean, what you think about this, Keith?
Here's the deal, and I'm gonna try and get to this straight to the point. It's all about the money. It's all about it's everything. Like I see through everything that they put out, and I think about the money trail. The owners don't care about health. This has never been about health. The first sport in this country to play without a bubble, the first sport in this country to return to regular season games being played, right, was Major League Baseball.
Right.
Remember how pumped we were in the summer to see the Mets and the Yankees play against each other? We saw the Mets play the Phillies. Remember the whole summer camp thing?
Yeah.
The Major League Baseball was first. They weren't worried about health and safety and all that. Then when they were ready to play, they were ready to play. So fast forward to now when we've seen every other professional league, the NFL, put out their 16-game schedule and push all the way through to the Super Bowl. We've seen the NBA, which went to a bubble, and the bubble played all the way from July to almost October. Then they stopped and restarted it right back up in December, took a 71-day off season, started it right back up, no bubble. So MLB, why are you playing games now? Oh, I know why you're playing games now, because you don't want to play any games without fans in the stands. These owners do not like baseball. They don't enjoy the game. They don't want to see their favorite team play, the team that they own. They don't care what their pitchers look like, what their lineup looks like. They only want to make as much money as they possibly can make. And if that means delaying the season for a month and starting with fans April 29th, they rather have that. Meanwhile, the players are like, no, I'm not. The players are like, we're ramping up and we've been training with our trainers and throwing our bullpen sessions and getting ready for 162 like we do every single year.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we do that this year? And then on the other side, right, the other proposal was the DH and the expanded playoffs, which they paired together. Like, that's cute. I see what these owners are trying to do. They say to the players, you can get the universal DH, which all the players are going to want, of course, right? We just saw it work successfully in 2020. These pitchers got hurt so much last year. Do you think they're trying to go up there and swing a bat and get hurt this year? No, but they passed that with the expanded playoffs, which these players don't really want because in the expanded playoffs, half the league gets in.
Exactly.
So
I
it's
mean-
just all smoke and mirrors. We're back to this back and forth negotiating. But even like Trevor Plouffe came out and he's like, yo, it's not in good faith for the owners and MLB to try and pull this the first week of February when all their fans are getting excited for spring training to try and delay spring training. No, they're all reporting they're going, and MLB kind of had to say, yeah, all right, everybody report. We're gonna play 162 like we did every other year in baseball. You know, we're not going to be able to get our money, but we'll remember this when the CBA negotiations start up again for 2022. Shake my damn head.
Low key, I think that's what they want, man.
Bro, and even the way that the whole article was worded, like they made it seem like they were just trying to look out for the safety of everybody the whole time. Listen, a great philosopher once said, money ain't everything. It's all about the timing. And that is a great Brooklyn philosopher named Fabulous. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know about that right now.
Who said that? Socrates Brito?
Socrates Brito. Yeah, so.
Great poet.
Yes, it's just a freaking, I have problems when you're trying to come to me now and talk about these proposals. It's stupid.
And just like us, the Players Association said, yeah,
right.
We'll be ready. We'll see you. We'll see you when we got to see you, and we playing 162. There's nothing to talk about. Keep it pushing. And that's exactly what the MLB. That's what Tony Clark said.
I honestly don't see why MLB needs to delay their season. I understand, if COVID cases, then maybe you don't want to, you could gradually increase the amount of fans that come into, but there are professional sports arenas open right now. LeBron's arguing with women on the court.
22,000 people will be at the Super Bowl Sunday.
She's super courtside. Like that shit, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like,
I didn't know.
Atlanta is different, bro. State Farm Arena.
I thought they were behind like a few rows back. Like she was on the floor.
Yeah.
Bro, her red bottoms on wood. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna tell me, you're gonna tell me that you need more time, a whole nother month. Let's delay the damn season for safety when everybody else is freaking playing, and they're gonna have a Super Bowl right across the street in Tampa, and have 22,000, like he said, 22,000 people in there, and Tom Brady against Patrick Mahomes, and all of this stuff, and NFL's like, fuck it, you know what I mean? It's one day a week. Let's go. Let's do this.
We're talking about baseball, and somehow, some way, Joe was able to finagle LeBron and the Super Bowl in there. We got range, B. Drop that bomb,
bro.
All sports. Cross sports.
I'm not talking about that, right? Yeah,
that's how we do it, B.
We also talked about
Fabulous, and he brought in Fabulous too.
And Marvel. Marvel was in there too. We were talking about Marvel as well.
Oh my man, Marvel, and Marvin. You know what I mean, Marvin.
Marvel. So yeah, Marvel. That's it for that. I mean, I have nothing else to say. Let us know how you guys feel about this. Whether you guys are siding with the I don't know how you side with the freaking. I don't know. I hate these labor negotiations. What we got next, Chris?
Side with the Billy. Well, we had and the Pirates and the Red Sox announced they'll be hosting fans in Tampa for spring training. So what are we talking about?
Right, exactly. So what are we talking? As soon as MLB put out that, okay, we're gonna start on time, the Pirates were like, okay, we're gonna be hosting 25% capacity. The Red Sox said we're gonna be hosting 24% capacity. The Yankees gotta be coming up soon. They gotta be next to announce. We've been down there. Like the Pirates facility is one of the smaller facilities. So they're going to have lower numbers just percentage-wise anyway. But the Red Sox place is popular. The Red Sox place looks like Fenway down there. If they're hosting and they're getting that money, you know the Yankees are getting their money too.
But the Yankees are about to open it up right now for the vaccine.
In the Bronx, and that's also about money too. Because think about the Yankees, bro. The Yankees are like, we will host 15,000 people here so that we can play games later this year. We'll vaccinate the whole Bronx so that they can come to the game.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing that. I mean, I think the Mets were doing it also in Citi Field. But again, most of the freaking baseball stadiums are all open air, and I don't know. I just wish MLB and the MLBPA had a better relationship, kind of like how the NBA and NBAPA does, where you don't even hear shit. Shit just happens beneath. Things are very quick that they happen. They disagree, of course, but it's just I don't know.
Do owners understand that the players are the ones that generate the money?
No, they think popcorn and beers generate the money.
Why are you making the players' life so hard? Just give them what you motherfuckers are gonna make money anyway.
Get these guys on the
just
field.
Give them what they want.
We're gonna buy jerseys, and there's TV money, and we're like, come on, yo, it's so dumb. Yeah, I'm tired of these owners. Bro, they're not baseball fans.
It's so simple. I'm not gonna say it's easy because dealing with people in general is already difficult. Oh my G, you're gonna make money. It's your team, and I understand. But at the end of the day, the players are human too. They're gonna want needs. They're gonna want certain things, and it's like, nah, we're not gonna do that just to make your life easier, make the game flow better. Put the players out there, make them known, superstars, so more money and more, money is generated, more eyes on the fucking game. Nah.
I'm not gonna say that the players are 100% right in everything either. Like the players are sometimes at fault too.
Saying. Like, I know sometimes I know that, but more times than not is the bullshit coming from the owners. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, they both the same. They both the fucking same, bro.
And they're both listen. Millionaires fighting billionaires. Right. I get it. And then we're here talking about it. But there's just certain, I don't know. I think a lot of the bullshit that they just make it hard for themselves. And I'm telling you, man, that type of shit, that back and forth and the drama and the nonsense. Somebody like me that watches the NBA as well and see how they do shit. I don't know, B. It's just stupid. I'm not saying I'm going anywhere. I'm not gonna do that. But I love the Yankees. I love baseball. But they really make it hard sometimes, man.
The NBA players and owners are more in this together than MLB and MLBPA. It's so obvious, like it's so clear to see. And with the MLB owners, it's about money, but it's also about money for the players too. When you hit it right on the head where you said it's billionaires versus millionaires. The players aren't completely out of it either. What this is coming down to is pettiness. These guys are being petty with each other now because they know where we're headed. We're headed to these, I don't want to say it. We're headed to these days where when the offseason comes next year and they got to figure out this new collective bargaining agreement, it's going to get ugly. And it's going to spill out into the media because baseball historically has used the media as a chip in these negotiations. They let it play out in the media. But now that we got Twitter and social media, it's not what they're used to. They used to put out these like press releases and they would go to the journalists and the media. Now anybody can have a say, can put out a tweet. It can do numbers. We're heading for an interesting place in baseball. It's not going to be good for fans, people like us that live and die with the sport and the game. But I don't know. At this point, I'm expecting a work stoppage next year because they don't play nice.
Well, we'll talk. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hopefully, we can. It's whatever. But
they should. What? They definitely. Both of them should play nice for the sport and for the number one for the fans. Because if nobody's watching, what are you doing? But number one for the fans, stop being petty, stop being bitch ass. You know what? Like just stop it. You know what I mean?
Anything else on Karen or not?
And that's it. No, that's it. That's all about Karen or not.
The Mets apparently might sign Trevor Bauer. That's good for them. And
who?
We would only care. To be honest. We would only really care if the Blue Jays signed them, and if they signed them, then we would talk about it. But I guess congrats to the Mets, or that deal's not done, or I don't really give a shit. On to Yankee stuff. Things got mighty spicy. Where do you guys want to start?
We're talking about spring training.
Happy stuff.
All right,
let's start with the happy stuff.
Happy stuff.
Gio. Yeah, he actually had
that's not happy stuff.
A hype video. It is.
Really?
It's half glass full. Glass half full.
Good news and bad news.
So
You want the good news first.
So we want the good news. So I said Gio on time, but not really. Gio says he'll be ready for opening day, but perhaps not for the very first day of spring training if it starts on time.
Yeah, it will.
So it's good. So he'll be ready for opening day, man. That's all we know. Gio ready, man. Gio always stays ready, man. That's what we know.
Yeah, that's
always
all.
Stays ready.
That's good.
So
Gio wasn't Gio also selected for
Hackensack Meridian commercials or something like that.
Something like that.
Congratulations.
The God is going to be blessing us with commercials. Official sponsor.
Yeah, I mean they're upgrading from I guess from having a slap tear on your rotator cuff.
That guy was
from homie over there.
What was his name?
The first year they've been progressing. The first year,
right.
Yeah,
you're right. So Gio named official health ambassador for Hackensack Meridian Health. Yeah, man. New Jersey's largest and most integrated health network is proud to announce the New York Yankees third baseman Gio Urshela.
Oh, that's Montefiore Medicals.
Ambassador for the network.
Never mind. The commercials were Montefiore.
Yeah. So Jersey, man. Jersey.
Oh, someone said Montefiore.
No, I just thought Montefiore because I said, Montefiore Medical Center.
Montefiore.
What was the other one? Kiara. She was dancing. Find out more about Kiara's journey on montefiore.com/Kiara. Never going to that website.
The hospital's pretty good though. Shout out to Montefiore.
Yeah. And shout out to Gio. Gio goes from being a Cashman find to now he's representing the Yankees in commercials in New Jersey. There's people in Jersey still don't know who he is. I saw someone spelled his name Gio Urshela and they spelled it URCLLA.
Jesus Christ.
Like your cell phone, Urshela.
Ella.
Yeah.
Yankees pitchers and catchers are scheduled to report February 15th, like we said, and position players February 21st. Spring training game February 27th, Dominican Independence Day, when the Yankees host the Tigers at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, man. So this is what we own. In 3 weeks, man, we're about to see. Hopefully, we get to see the games. Hopefully, they're on yes. And
hopefully they will be. Yes, I mean,
and yeah, exactly. Hopefully,
I don't know. We'll see. I can't. Nothing is certain,
Now, this is one thing. This it looks like it's certain, right? This is one thing that we here at Pinstripe Strong we've been talking about for years, right? It seems. Eric Cressy says Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton are doing the Ichiro. They've taken different approaches to their offseason members, each lifting weights less. Judge has done more yoga.
Finally.
So we've been talking about how the Yankees should be talking to Ichiro, hitting up Ichiro to find out what the hell's going on because they're too muscle happy and weight happy. And hey, they're probably finally listening. What do you guys think about that?
Yo, I started saying the Yankees need to do yoga in 2019 to replace for 28 year when everybody was dropping and people were dropping from like groins and calves. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like people were talking about how Joe Girardi used to make these guys warm up and stretch. And I was like, okay, well, he's gone now. Maybe there needs to be a yoga program, some hot yoga, like get them in the yoga studio in between games. Here we are, 2021. Judge is doing yoga. Mike Ford was doing it last year, but obviously, like, he's not that big of a part of what the Yankees have going on. So the yoga actually didn't help him. He had a worse year last year after the yoga. He had a better year before the yoga.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, that's the good thing. It's about changes. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to see a change. You know what I mean? Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we live.
Change the way we live.
And let's change the way we treat each other. You know what I mean? Because again, it's on us to do what we got to do. Survive.
The kids don't know.
Still, I see no changes, man. I see no.
A
well,
great philosopher
I'm seeing
and
changes.
poet. Them Tupac Shakur once said that as well.
Pac.
And so paying homage
Sometimes
to
I
him.
brag like Hov. Sometimes I'm real like Pac.
He actually was a poet, or is a poet, depending on your beliefs.
And an actor, and a dancer, and
everything.
A thug.
Everything.
A jack of all trades. The range.
New Yorker. He's from Harlem, raised in
Baltimore.
Let's not forget Pac is a New Yorker.
And LA. But yeah, good. Eric Cressy.
Good.
I just saw him on Hot Stove. I think he was talking to Meredith on Zoom or something. Good, man. You know what? I just hope these guys can stay relatively healthy.
Some dude put up a tweet today. He said, yo, can these guys play? Can we get 140 games out of Judge and Giancarlo? I was like, it's not too much to ask. Give me 140. You know, give me 140. You give me 140 of those guys.
A lot to ask, though.
But it shouldn't be.
They couldn't even play 60.
Baseball players, bro. Go ahead.
Listen,
figure it out. Get flexible. Stop getting hurt. And then, come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on. It's time.
That's why we need Gardy back. Gardy not missing anything.
Gardy. Yeah, man. Like the three starters in the outfield. If y'all could give us 140, 145 games,
I'm not counting on
that
it.
would be great. It has to be effective though. You can't. It's not so much just being out there. You got to be effective, batting the ball and all that shit. But staying healthy, and you could be more consistent. And
gotta stay healthy.
Expect to see Clint, Talkman, and Gardy
starting.
Clint
is starting. He is a starter to me.
Yeah, Clint is starting.
He's starting.
Well, and definitely expect to see Clint starting, but expect to see Talkman and maybe Gardy at some point this year.
All right, ever since we came up with that Talkman shirt, Pinstripe Strong, man, holy shit, he just went way down a rabbit hole. My man, hopefully
talking
his shit though.
Man.
It was talk your shit, Mike.
Yeah, talk your shit, man.
You got to talk your shit. You can't expect to be good and not talk your shit. You got to talk your shit, man. Yeah, he did it. We know what's up, man. Maybe we have to go to Talkman Sucks again.
Yeah, there was a little running joke on Twitter that whenever I insulted him, he did well, and then maybe I need to go back to that. I don't know.
I'll roast his ass. He couldn't hit a fastball for shit. I'm like, come on, bro. People talk about like, oh, the Yankees need more left-handed bats. Had him, had Mike Ford. Didn't help.
Yeah. At all, man. At all. But something spicy happened.
Well, before we get into that real quick, right? I want to give a shout out
for the spice.
Before the spice, because it's interesting. I got sound for that too. I want to give a shout out to my friend Lizbeth Cortez. She's a real estate agent in Jersey, right? And she
Lizzie.
Yeah, she's actually having her first open house in Jersey, you know, your area, Keith. So she's actually going to be having a place out there. I think it's 5917 6th Ave or 6th Street in Jersey. Mays Landing. Where the hell's Mays Landing?
Mays Landing is not my area. Mays Landing is south.
Atlantic Shore, yeah, Atlantic Shore. So yeah, so she's doing that. I'm throwing some support her way. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Liz, man.
Brother Marvin and all that stuff. Basically grew up with her, so I'll let her know. If you guys are interested in homes or anything like that, especially in the Jersey area, you can hit her up.
But nah, like that's like Mays Landing. That's for South Jersey.
Yeah, that's South Jersey. South Jersey. That's in.
I know you New Yorkers think like.
Nah, to me, Jersey is like the same shit, bro. You tell me Jersey, I go across the bridge, I'm there. It's just, it's Fort Lee, Atlanta City, same shit, you know. And then somehow, some way, PA is closer in some areas. I don't know. I'm just letting you know. She does have that out there. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys hit her up. Hit up that open house.
Shout out to her. Big moves.
Moves, man.
I'm from Monmouth County. Ocean County is south of there.
Actually, that's where
Mays
Mays
Landing is in Atlantic County, where Atlantic City is south of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really know.
No, I mean, I know, bro. You know how long it take me to drive? I just know when I go to that, I go to PA. If I go to PA to go visit my pops, it takes me less time to get to Reading than what it does to get to freaking where he lives in Jersey. I'm like, yo, what the hell? But if you're looking for a place out there in Atlantic City, then feel free, go out there or whatever. But
it is dope. It is an awesome place, bro. Awesome area.
It's like 8-hour drive, bro. Shit's awesome. Crazy.
It's not.
It's not. Yo, I fell asleep and I woke up and I was still on the road.
Fuck, shit was crazy.
But we do have some spice.
Yes, we got some spice. Some interesting spice. Cashman.
Some people may call it salt. Others call it pepper. We got spice.
Spice. I remember back in the day, my homie had spice. There was a channel.
Oh shit! No, not talking about that now. No.
Throwback with Pinstripe strong.
Let's go in here and Spice Channel. Oh my god, I can't believe we're talking about that. So no, Cashman was asked. I don't know if I like the way that he responded to this, but Cashman was asked, basically, you know, are you well equipped to win the World Series with this team? And he was like,
clearly.
Hey, Brian, how well is this team equipped to win it all? And compared to the team that finished last season, is this team better in your mind?
Well, we're about to find out. I mean, clearly, I wouldn't say we're a finished product. You never are. You're always, looking to improve yourself. And we've had championship caliber teams, including last year. We were a championship caliber and a contender. And if, we performed obviously better, we could have been representing our league in the World Series, but we didn't perform well enough and got sent home, prematurely. And so therefore we're back at it, trying to reconfigure, game plan appropriately and come up with a roster that's, maybe a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit more resilient. But that doesn't mean that's what's going to play out. But we certainly are excited by the current crew that we have. A lot of the additions that we'll speak about on this call, I think in terms of their personalities, their work ethic, their desire to win, I think they're going to fit right in with the cast of characters that we already had. So that is going to be, good to have a collection of people that think the same way, work the same way, and fight for the same thing. So, but ultimately it just comes down to keeping them healthy and performing up to their abilities. And that's where the magic is going to really occur, or that's where the tragic will occur.
I don't like the way that sounds.
He said something, but he didn't say anything.
Yeah, he talks around a lot.
Bro, that shit sounded like, we may be real good, but we'll see. I don't know. I was like,
to find out.
What?
A lot of it hangs on health, man. A lot of it hangs on health, and I was just watching Hot Stove, and Jack Carey says the Yankees will win the AL East if they stay healthy. Like, literally, the Yankees' downfall has been either starting pitching or health, or the time they have. Or all three at the same time. But the thing is that, what is I could say, we're gonna do it all, but then somebody goes down again. I don't know. But,
magic or tragic.
But to leave that behind closed doors. You know what I mean? To put it out there in the public, maybe he's just trying to guess. You know what I mean? He's trying to get some fire going in these guys' asses. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like that last line. I didn't
like it. We'll see. Hey,
I don't like it.
It reminded me of like that
you
Jordan.
Built this team.
It reminded me of like that that meme where Jordan from The Last Dance, that guy that used to take Jordan's money, he'd turn around and go,
R.I.P.
Still keep taking his bread.
Definitely.
But let's segue here
It's
to
true.
the Gary Sanchez.
It's true what Keith said though. Cashman did build the team, so it's like, are you shitting on yourself, B?
You shouldn't even put tragic in a sentence for what could happen with your work. Nah.
Just not the best choice of words for a man that chooses his words very carefully.
When you hear like general managers or coaches and other team talk like that, that's the end is near.
Oh man,
it's like, damn, my G, you don't. When motherfuckers have no faith at all, like, yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like, imagine you're a football player and your coach talking like that. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, motherfuckers get fired, yo, after the season type of shit.
And in football, if it's tragic, somebody's getting hurt. I don't want that tragedy.
Word.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
And then they talked to Aaron Boone, and Aaron Boone was like, they asked him about the whole, Cash says, Boone says.
Oh, we back with Cash said,
yeah,
Boone said.
Let's go. They're talking to him about the whole Gary Sanchez situation, because remember, Gary came out. We talked about this on this podcast where he was just like, "Oh, I wasn't informed." This, that, and the third. Let's see what Boone said first, because I want to play Boone sound first, and then we'll talk about what Cashman said. Let's see what Boone said.
All right, Boone said.
Well-written story by Marley. That was really very detailed. Gary and I had a very good conversation right after the season, actually. I think a little bit of that article, one of the big takeaways was, the lack of communication about, Gary's role in the postseason. And I think a big reason for that was the postseason was a completely fluid situation. I made no decision to say Gary is benched. I was going home literally every night and discussing and sleeping on who I was going to start the next day. And a big reason for that was, one, how well Kyle Higashioka was playing. I think we all have seen what a great defender he is, but at that point in the year was also swinging the bat incredibly well, hitting for some power. So he was pushing himself into the conversation as much as anything. And much like the situation with Gardy and Frazier every night, between Gardy and Frazier and Gary and Higgy at that point of the year, it was a day-by-day which way I was going to go. And so that's why there was no, ahead-of-time conversation to say, you're down, because he never really was. And I feel like if we were able to advance, he probably would have been my game one starter in the championship series. So, and as far as Gary and I have had conversations since then, but also prior to, and my relationship with Gary is a strong one, continues to be a strong one. And I'm really excited about where he's at right now in his off season and his preparation heading into camp. He's in Tampa now. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do for us this year. I feel like he's in a really good frame of mind as we get ready to enter camp.
Keith was saying Cap. I could. All right, guys. I could see
Cap.
I think. I don't want to say it's Cap, but I could kind of see like, all right, guys, regular season, I have patience with you. We're in the postseason now, so I'm just gonna go with the hot hat. But you got to end up communicating that. You got to tell people that it's a fluid situation. So if you didn't tell them that, then that's different. That it's a fluid situation, then that's something else. But if you didn't tell them and he's expecting the same kind of treatment as like the regular season, at the same time, if you fucking suck, maybe you don't expect to play in the freaking most important game. I don't know. Maybe you don't. But I think a conversation had to be had and been told. He says
it's only right that a conversation had to be had.
Boone said that the reason the conversation wasn't had is because he was never really down. Like he never like it was a fluid situation. So tell him that. Be like, yo, to be honest, you put this in our, this situation like this. Because if you would have been a normal year, Gary, this is no contest you're playing every day. But because of the year that you had, defensively and offensively, both sides, and the way Kyle Higashioka's playing right now, I gotta kind of go that way. Like remember a couple of years ago, Betances was a linchpin in the freaking bullpen. And when he wasn't figuring it out in the playoffs, remember, Joe Girardi was using him in some like, whoa, this is the spot that we're bringing in Betances? Like, what the hell? You're bringing him in like he's like, what Holder was back then type shit. And the fact is that he wasn't producing, and if you're not producing, you're not doing well, you can't expect the same kind of treatment. But,
hey, listen, man, if you say I'm your catcher, that you got my back and whatever, and then all of a sudden you switch it up on me and not tell me, I'm gonna get fucking tight. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But you sucked. If Gary was batting,
there's no other way to say it.
20 home runs.
There's no other way to say it.
30 RBIs. If Gary had like 40, 50 RBIs, maybe 15, 20 homers, batting 230, 245, there's no conversation why Gary's not in the playoffs. But my mans, you were trash, my G. I'm sorry. Like, but I think for Gary it's more like, why didn't you tell me? I think he would have understood. But goddamn, my G, like even then, if they didn't tell you, like, ugh. But nah, I stand my ground. They should have told him, but he should understand. That's what it is.
Yeah. So let me cap this off for Captain Planet and the Capeteers. Gary said something like, I was always told the postseason is a new season. Like, the playoffs, wipe the slate clean. The best players are going to play. Forget about the regular season. Now, that's tricky. That's tricky when you get into a 60-game season and this expanded playoff wild card round into the ALDS, and you've been playing like absolute garbaggio. Like, I'm not defending Gary because he played so bad, he should have known. He shouldn't have been surprised. But he did say, I guess from past years, playing 162, like he was coached or told, wipe the slate clean. When we get into the postseason, it's a new season. And I think he assumed he would be the guy. Now with Boone, I might have to run this back. Boone said he was driving home at night and making a decision on whether he was going to go with Higgy or Gary. He said something along the lines of like it was coming down to like he was thinking about it, like he was sleeping on it. Didn't he say something like that?
Yeah.
Fluid. It was fluid.
It was a fluid situation.
He wasn't driving home in the ALDS. They were in San Diego.
Yeah.
He also wasn't driving home.
Well, probably
in
like
Cleveland.
Probably going to where he was going, like where I guess in the hotel. I guess he was.
I smell cat. I just think he's saying what he has to say now, and he said, "Yeah, great article by Marley Rivera, very well written." I didn't read it. We're past that. I'm not reading old stuff. It doesn't matter. I actually can't wait for Gary to wipe the slate clean and ball out. But she did write a good article. She was on the Jomboy Media winter meetings, and she always defends Gary, and she defends him better than anyone else in baseball. Yeah. But I think it came down to Boone, Cashman, those guys seeing the article and then being like, okay, now we got to address this. I thought it was so obvious to the world that Gary Sanchez didn't deserve to be starting. And then once the relationship developed between Cole and his personal catcher, and his personal catcher goes and hits 3 home runs in one game, you got a situation where, you know how Yankee fans are. Most of them were already hating on Gary calling for Austin Romine the last couple years. So
it's funny you brought that up, because I was looking at the numbers. I'm like, let me see what Higgy did the first game, because yes, Higgy was Cole, quote unquote, person to catcher. Higgy went 2 for 4 with a home run the first game. If you're looking at the 60 games, or more or less, that Sanchez played right in the regular season, he batted under 200. The first game of the playoffs against fucking Tampa Bay. And from what we know, Higgy was going to start game 1 no matter what, right?
Cole.
Yeah, because of Cole. And the dude just goes 2 for 4 with a home run. Kind of put him in. I think that's when they really made the decision. I think that's what cemented the decision. Yeah, Gary, Higgy's going to start.
Well, let's hear what Cashman had to say.
Let's see that.
Higgy made them look like they made the right move. They did.
Exactly. It's kind of hard to
the article.
What?
The third time I'm interrupted. No, I'm just...
Now, what you about to play?
Cashman.
No, he's playing cash.
Oh, yeah,
go
ahead.
Ahead.
Gary's end at the end of the year.
I saw the article, you made you scratch your head a little bit on it. Not much really to address on it. I think the whole world knows why he was benched, whether he was told directly or indirectly. The manager's card on a daily basis is a statement in its own right, and you have to earn your keep, and you got to earn your way on that card and earn your stay on that card, and that means that lineup card. And so, at the end of the day, whether it was you were told directly, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying he was. I don't really care. It's pretty much self-aware at that point. You had a horrible year, both sides of the ball. You lost your job in the most important time of the season, which is October baseball. I'm not sure if there was an explanation necessary, but I do believe him talked through it since that article. And I know they probably talked before that article, but to me, it was whatever it is, and I don't really care. It just, your play speaks for itself, and you either play well enough to keep playing or you don't. And but I can tell you this: I'm not going to judge him on the last year. I'm not going to judge him on that interview either. I've had a lot of conversations with Gary. I know the talent level he possesses. I do know he cares. I do know he works, and I. Pretty certain that you're going to see a different version as long as he stays healthy. You're going to see a different season from him this year. And there was a lot of players in this game this past year dealing with a COVID-shortened season that did not live up to their typical years. And Gary being, Exhibit A. So at the end of the day, it's important for him to get back to the level of player he's capable of being for him, his career, for us, and certainly by us tendering the contract, and still making him our everyday guy. It tells you that we believe that he's going to get back to that, and if he does, it's just obviously going to be really impactful to us.
Gary, with Gary Sanchez, was there a debate?
I have no problem with what Cash has just said.
Me either.
I have no issue with what Brian Cashman, the Cash guy, just said. And Cash we trust always.
Bro, you could tell when he's bothered by something.
You know what's funny? Because he was kind of dancing around. He was kind of dancing around the previous question about how successful the lineup could be or the team, whatever. He just went straight for the throat with this one. Like he wasted no time. He was like, yeah, like
Put
he
it
was
to
trash.
bed.
Numbers don't lie. Like look what he did. There was
We all
no
grown
explanation.
men. You should have known.
My dude, like what do you think this is? Right. And again, you want that conversation because of the relationship that you have with one another. But it's self-explanatory, B. Like your numbers, B.
He's like, I'm not gonna judge him on the interview either, because God damn, he's like,
congratulations, you played yourself.
That shit is just wild, my G. You can't come with your 147 average talking about start me.
No, you're 100% right about that. Cash is looking at him like, yo, I got a job to do. Boone got a job to do. If we put you out there, they're gonna be calling for our jobs.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like my man's going hitting a home run 2 for 4, and then you start Gary again. It's like, And there was some people like, yo, start Gary. I don't know, man. This guy's hitting the cover off the ball. I can't.
I mean,
you gotta put the team that's gonna whatever team is gonna help me win. We gotta put them on the field. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's why they went with Gardy, and we all thought we were gonna see more Clint. No, they looked at the numbers, analytics, postseason experience, defense.
I did want Frazier out there though.
I mean, I thought he deserved it for what he did last year, but I understood why they went with Gardy.
Because if you flip it, if Gary, because of the postseason experience, but if you flip it, if Gary had Frazier's numbers, he's starting, of course. And Frazier did more than prove that he could do it. Put him out there. But hey, he's a starting left fielder now, right? So
yeah, it's tough when you're out there and left versus in the middle of the field, calling the game, matching up with the starting pitcher. Like, you guys got to be on the same page, and you're not hitting. Yeah.
I just love this Cashman. Like, can I get this Cashman all the time? Like, the one that just, like...
This older Cashman?
Yeah, like, no, this Cashman where he's just, like, very matter-of-fact about, like, what do you mean? Like, how don't you understand? It's like, we're hot. The same thing. You sucked. What am I playing you for? I'm skipping your start because you were a bum. You were trash, motherfucker. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you right now, okay? You were trash. That's why you didn't play, and that's why I didn't put you in, okay? You were trash, okay? Do I got to tell you that? How many times I got to tell you the same shit? God damn.
And then they put him in second inning of the second game.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Then they put him in. They say all that, and then like, you put him in. Like, they're like, oh, I'm a starter. I should have started. No.
Maybe he wasn't wrong.
Old drama, old BS.
He wasn't wrong.
Cash wasn't wrong.
We got some voicemails to play here real quick.
Before we played the voicemails,
what else we got?
Real quick,
we got some other stuff?
we got the baby bomber moves, right? You guys probably saw the video, the quick video. Luis Medina, Yankee prospect. He pitched against DR, right? Was it? He was playing for Puerto Rico. Pitched against DR. So in the chat, I was saying that guy got some raves, got some positive news, positive outcome, but he got rocked. And Joe was asking me, how is that positive if he got rocked? It's basically the pitching, the curveball, the fastball, 97 miles per hour fastball. Like, his stuff looked really good. He just got smacked by Juan Lagares, former Met, a 3-run shot. But he did strike out same Juan Lagares, Francisco Pena, Ronald Guzman. Those are 3 major leaguers, right? So it's pretty good, man. He has some good stuff, and he might be the next guy up, man. Who knows?
Let's see
and he made Pitching Ninja. Shout out to Rob.
Exactly.
Rob Friedman, Pitching Ninja. Everybody wants to make Pitching Ninja.
Exactly, man. He says right here, lightning fast arm speed, little effort. Medina sits at 96, 99 miles per hour. He tops out at 102 with some natural cut on his fastball. Low 80s curveball. Plus hammer at its best. This guy, man, he got some good stuff.
Yes.
And a changeup.
Indeed.
Yeah, man.
Some good stuff.
Baby bomber. Ooh.
I think a lot of these kids, you got to see them. I gotta see them in the in minor league games. They need those. Yeah, they definitely need those.
Definitely.
All right, let's see here. First voicemail. Who's this from?
Hi, guys. Just wondering what your opinion is on Cashman yesterday saying that it was DJ's fault for the negotiations lasting so long. Do you think that that's counterproductive to the morale on the team for the GM to be saying stuff? You got him signed, so why not let it go?
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I think they just let it go. It's like, all right, whatever, man. We signed that shit. That's just a process. We signed this shit. Time to move on. I don't give a shit no more.
The reason it took so long is because you didn't offer him enough. The first offer was too low. Like,
I mean, that's just negotiations. Just what it is. I can't really speak to that because it's just apparently it was supposed to be. It was actually a normal process, but to
Yeah,
DJ.
it didn't take that long. But what we first heard was what? 4 years. Was it 4 years, 70 million or something like? And then they were like the Yankees and DJ LeMahieu are 25 million away. And we're like, how?
Yeah.
The first offer was, I think it was 4 years and something too low. And he had to go out, test the market, probably have his agent talk to no one because DJ didn't really want to go anywhere. Mm-hmm. And then he ended up getting the 6 years, 90 million because Cash was like, listen, bro, that AAV, dog, like we'll give you the 6 years at 15, but we just can't do more than that.
And
sorry, brother.
I guess, DJ's very, like, I'm only here for baseball type thing. So he probably came in there, like, with his cleats on and shit. Like, are we playing there?
And congratulations to the LeMahieu family.
Yes.
They just had, yes.
I was just about to say that. Baby girl LeMahieu.
Baby girl. There you go. Baby LeMahieu.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Congratulations.
Got a new contract, you know what I mean? Staying with the family and the team he wanted to stay with. Got a baby. Cole had a baby recently too, man. It's a beautiful
life
thing.
Is good.
As another great poet once said, right, Keith? Life is good.
Life is good.
They dropped that song the pandemic hit.
The man that is not here in the present, he is in the future. Let's go.
The future. Never in the past. Always look forward.
In the future.
For what's to come. Yes.
But I think you just let it go. It's just what it is. I don't think it has anything to do with morale because at this point he's signed. He's with the people. The morale has to do with the people in that room, not with the front office. Next voicemail. Oh, shit. Did I erase that shit? Oh, no. There you go.
What's up, boys? My name's Alberto. Football is going well with you guys. Reports are coming out that Trevor Bauer is down to two teams. More than likely the Mets and the Dodgers, I'd say. Just, off the top of your head, wherever he signs, whether it's the Mets or the Dodgers or another team, are we really that, concerned about that, wherever he signs? I mean, especially if we face him, whether it be in, if it's a NL team in the World Series. I mean, for whatever reason, I think that he is kind of overrated. I'm not saying he's not a good pitcher, but he's only had 2 seasons where he's had below a 3 ERA. It was in 2018 with a 2.21. And then last year, obviously, winning a Cy Young with a 1.73. But every other season he's pitched, and the majority of them being on the Indians, has been over 4 ERAs, I don't know.
Okay. Well, should we? Oh wait.
I think.
Thanks, Copal, as well. See ya.
Go ahead, Chris.
I think, because you want to say maybe he found something and it clicked, but he did pitch in one of the worst divisions, right? The NL Central.
The Central. Gotta say it.
So, but at the end of the day, you have to. I mean, they're a major league team. They're trash, but they are a major league team.
You can only go by numbers.
He did what he had to. Exactly. Yeah, he did what he had to do with a trash team in a trash division. That's all it is. And he got the shiny ERA and all that stuff. The more that it goes, I do get nervous. If the Yankees were somehow get in on it and whatever, because I don't know if he could handle the AL East, but wherever he goes nationally, I don't care, man. I don't care about whatever it is. If we do face him in the World Series, then he's gonna get smacked in the World Series. It is what it is.
It's a long road to even be thinking about like him going to the Dodgers or Mets and them making it out of the NL and then us going to meet them in the AL. The percentages are probably there's probably like a 10% chance that actually happens. I'll say this about Bauer quickly. At this point in his career, he just won the Cy Young, but he's not an ace. Like, they're just hyping him. We were never going to pay him. I hope he gets the bag. The Mets and the Dodgers could potentially afford him. He went to UCLA. Would be cool to see him go back to LA. But with watch momentum and agent Rachel Luba and what they're doing, they probably want to come to Market One and go play for the Mets. We're seeing the numbers that came out about I'm trying to not give these Mets fans the attention that they want right now. I'm trying to not feed into it. Obviously, I care about baseball, and he's like the last big free agent to fall here. I don't know. I don't think he goes to the Dodgers. I think he ends up with the Mets, and good for him if so. I would love for him to come to the Jomboy media office and do some collab cross content with us. The end.
The Subway Series.
The way I look at it is I'd rather him be in the NL than the AL. I know you're thinking, down the line, the World Series, but listen, man, there's way too many hurdles to cross before we think about World Series. The Yankees haven't won the AL pennant since 2009. So we can't even, we haven't even gotten to the World Series since the last time we won it. So I can't even think about that. It's going to be a dogfight in the NL because the Cardinals are good. The Mets are going to be good. There's going to be a lot of great teams in the National League. They all got to fight it out, right?
Atlanta, even.
Yeah, Atlanta, the Dodgers, they all got to fight it out. The more people that go over there, the better. I don't give a shit. No problem. If they want to go out there, they want to figure it out. Should we be worried about it? Nope. Not at all. Not our division.
Nope.
Yeah, not our division. Not our league. We don't care. That's it. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Now, if you went to the Blue Jays, though, we would be talking about it. All right. Next question.
What up, man? This is Daniel, man. Big Yankee fan, big fan of the Pinstripe strong. But I have a question. Why is it that we're not talking about how cheap the Yankees are being? I don't get it. I don't approve of it. I don't like it. I don't care about the tax. I don't care. We need to up this roster. The pitching staff is not where it needs to be. It hasn't been where it needs to be in years, since 2009, damn near. And, I'm getting sick of it. The fact that Steve Cohen is over there bolstering up the Mets while we just sitting here getting Jameson Tyon, it don't sit right with my spirit. I need the evil empire back. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for leaving the voicemail.
Thank you, but the Yankees have the highest payroll in all of baseball. What are we talking about here? You can't call them cheap.
You can't have the highest payroll and then be called cheap. Our friend Robert was saying, "Oh, the Yankees are cheap." It's like, fam, you can't dish out $300 million contracts and then be considered cheap.
The Yankees have two $300 million contracts on the team.
That's what I'm saying.
They have a reliever that they're paying $17 million per year. They have a secondary reliever that they're paying $13 million a year. DJ LeMahieu is nestled in at $15 million a year. Corey Kluber's at 11. Then you got Hicks and Severino, and then Judge and arbitration. These guys are gonna get paid. Yankees are not cheap. Okay, let's get that out of our.
Yeah, that's not the word. Cheap. That's not the word you're looking for.
Now, if you want to say that they're unwilling to go over the luxury tax, and you're saying that upsets you because in the past the Yankees teams would be so willing to go over the luxury tax. Okay, fine, I get you. If it's up to me, Yankees could go up to freaking $300 million. I don't give a shit, But the fact of the matter is that no team in baseball has gone over the luxury tax. No team. So it's not like some other teams are going over the luxury tax. Unfortunately, the luxury tax is being used as a salary cap, and that is limiting the people getting paid and things like that. And that's another conversation for another day. But you cannot call the team with the highest payroll cheap. Not when they paid Garrett Cole what they paid him last year. It's just not going to happen every year, and you don't need an all-star in every position in order to win. That's Just
at all.
I think we have enough. We have enough. We just gotta stay fucking healthy, stay healthy, play well. You know, do your job, help my team. You know, and that's it.
And play my game.
Play my game.
I'll say this about the Yankees. I feel like Yankee fans, we have tunnel vision. We only look at the Yankees and we only look at the Yankees past and the spending. I think the only other team currently that rivals us that might be spending more is the Los Angeles Dodgers, but it's only a couple dollars. It's pretty much the same thing. They're also not going to blow past the luxury tax. But this is what I want y'all to think about as we end this show and as we answer that call. Thank you for the call. We're not trying to bully you or come back at you for your call, but we got to hit you with some facts. The Cleveland Indians, who will no longer be the Indians after this season, basically moved all their money, right? Like Lindor, you know, they're even trying to shop Ramirez from what I'm hearing. Let's look at another team. Small market team, the Pittsburgh Pirates, got rid of all their guys. The Tampa Bay Rays is another team that won't pay guys. The business in baseball is to not pay guys. The Yankees' business is to pay guys. Garrett Cole, richest pitching contract ever. We took on Giancarlo's contract. Okay, let me say this. In our rotation, in our bullpen, and in our lineup, we have three of the priciest guys in Major League Baseball. No one else can say in their bullpen, in their rotation, and in their lineup, they have three of the highest paid guys. Garrett Cole, Giancarlo Stanton, and Aroldis Chapman are the highest paid guys at their position. Highest paid pitcher, DH, and reliever. The end.
Exactly. So, you know, cheap is not the word, guys.
Yeah,
it's not the word.
I won't say cheap.
So, yeah. So, and I get your frustration. Trust me. You know, I mean, God only knows how long I've been a Yankee fan. And obviously the 90s were the glory years. So 2009 to now, yes, it's definitely a long time. Not like other teams. I've been waiting for 20, 30, 50 years, right? But it still sucks. And I get your frustration, especially if you've been watching the Yankees for a long time, just like we have. But one thing they're not is cheap. So let's get that word out the Yankee vocabulary.
What's going on, guys? Just wondering if you think if Gardner doesn't sign with the Yankees, is he going to go to another team or is he just going to retire? All right, thanks, guys.
Gardner.
He's not going to retire.
Yeah.
He's going to be in South Carolina on his phone or on his farm, not on his phone, waiting for the letter, the Raven, whatever form
smoke signal
of message the Yankees send when it's time for him to come through. I think there's a scenario where, I don't know, Gardy doesn't sign before spring training, but if there's an injury or something happens, it's like they pick up the bat phone and next thing you know, Gardy is in the Bronx.
Yeah, I'm saying it's gonna be like that. I think Gardner's coming back. He's not gonna go to another team. He's coming back to the Yankees. That's just what it is. I just see that. And we got the last voicemail here, right there. Let's see what this guy says.
It's a new season, and we still breathing. What up, y'all? It's your boy, Eric Gates from California, Southern California, to be exact. I currently reside in Kansas right now. I'm a huge Yankee fan, been a Yankee fan since I was 8 years old, and, you know, there's not too many of those from California. Anyways, I just wanted to call to give a quick hot take. So we all know Nick Nelson, right? Well, maybe not. You know, he just came up in 2020. But I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be a good, solid reliever for us that could come in and get the job done. I just wanted to know what you guys think about him because I think he's going to be solid, man. He didn't give up any earned runs in the postseason last year. He came in and he was lights out. So let me know what you guys think, man. I just wanted to hear your guys' opinion on Nick Nelson. Appreciate it, you guys. Much love.
Thank you so much for the voicemail, man. In Kansas, from Cali, let's go. We talked about Nick Nelson, you know, in the Brian Hoke episode where he said that that's actually probably the guy that the Yankees are kind of looking at. Another guy that might take the next step. You mentioned the postseason looked pretty good, looked really good. I like Nick Nelson as well. Some starts where you see him, he has like the presence of a reliever out there. He doesn't look like he's like overwhelmed by a situation, so I like it. So that's good.
I do too, man. 2 games, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, man. He came in, did what he had to do. The spotlight wasn't too bright. Full Nelson, right? Nick Nelson, and you know, like Joe said, the Yankees are you know, wanting to see what he's gonna do now in 2021. They really love him. We love him too. He did have some couple rough patches in the season.
That's part of the learning process. He didn't have a minor league season.
It's part of exactly. It's part of the learning. And I think Brian said it was like 1 or 2 appearances that blew up his ERA, something like that. Other than that, man, he
I'm pretty sure against the Phillies he got rocked, but I think it was JT Real Muto. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Nick Nelson is gonna take another step. I think he's gonna be solid for us.
I like him.
He was already solid for us.
I do like him. I like him a lot.
I do like him as well. One of the things that we kind of miss is that the Yankees signed Cal Barraclough. We're talking about relievers. He's a minor league deal. So let's see.
All right.
Low risk, potential reward.
Yes,
exactly.
Not gonna say high reward.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the voicemail, guys, man. 347-389-4898 if you ever want to leave us voicemails in the future. Thank you.
Then you're gonna say chop chop.
Appreciate it so much, man. And another great episode in the book, man. Another great episode in the book. Let them know. Check out Keith. Keith has a meetup. If you guys want to meet up with Keith, man, talking Nets outside, nice and safe, socially distant, watching sports. Make sure you guys do that in Brooklyn, right, Keith?
Brooklyn. Yeah, we'll talk about it next Thursday.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well,
appreciate the plug, though.
Oh, shit. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much, man. If like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and say pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees! Tell them, Noah.
We're not just good. We're too sweet, baby. We're too sweet.
Nice. All right, guys. I will see you guys later.
Yeah, I'm about to watch the Al Davis 30 for 30. It just started at 9 on ESPN.
There's a Dallas Golden State game going on too. So
about to
go real quick.
I'm gonna turn on the game.
Guys,
all right,
man,
fellas.
this is dope. Love it. Peace out.